Hello. Hi there, Sara. How are you?
Hello, Terry. I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Well, I was feeling a bit rubbish last time.
Oh,
We
yes.
met and we were both feeling a bit under the weather, but I feel better now.
Yeah, me too, me too.
Oh,
I'm,
good. I'm glad. I'm
yeah.
glad. Good. So today I found a nice short article in The Guardian, um, and I wondered if you might like to read it and if you have any questions about any expressions that might be in there or vocabulary that you're not sure about or pronunciation. We could just go through. It's quite short. Would that be
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. So it
Great.
would be
Great.
interesting for me to read.
Yes, it's about Liz Truss.
Ah, Liz
And
Truss. Mm.
the sideline says she still carries an aura of spectacular failure. Why
Wow,
hasn't Liz Truss gone away? Yes.
wow.
So, but what caught my eye was a picture of the Queen. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it was, I did love our Queen. Not so keen on Charles, but I had a very soft spot for Queen Elizabeth II. So it was a picture of her that drew me to the article. So I hope that's okay. It's about when Queen Elizabeth II welcomed Liz Truss at Balmoral.
yeah. So
Um,
this will be one of her last pictures.
I think it might have been the last picture
Ah,
of
yeah,
Queen Elizabeth, at least in an official capacity. Yeah, so it's quite precious, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so you've got the link there, so you should be able to see that in front of you, Sarah. Could you
Yes, I
perhaps
can. Yeah,
just read it through for me? Just down to where
okay.
it's the last word in the bit I'd like you to read is circuit. So from the beginning
Okay,
down to circuit.
okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Let's start it. In a new memoir, Liz Truss recounts the advice she was given by Queen Elizabeth II when they met in September 2022 to confirm Truss as Britain's new Prime Minister, the 15th and as she, the 15th and as it turned out
Mm-hmm.
last to
Mm-hmm.
serve under Elizabeth II.
Yeah.
Pace yourself, the 96-year-old queen said, a suggestion Truss admits she failed to heed after
Mm-hmm.
the queen died, leaving Truss unsure if she could cope.
Good.
Truss later introduced radical free market policies that crushed the British economy and saw her ejected from office just 49 days after winning an internal Conservative Party vote to succeed Boris Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
making her the shortest serving Prime Minister of all.
Good.
Maybe I should have listened. Maybe I should have listened to the Queen. Truss
That's it.
writes.
Mm-hmm.
Replaced in Down Street by Rishi Sunak.
Downing Street. Downing Street.
Replaced by
In.
replaced in Downing Street by Rishi Sunak.
Uh-huh.
Truss still sits as MP for South West Norfolk.
Mm-hmm.
Norfolk.
That's it.
Just 48, she has increasingly sought to carve out an
Carve out. To carve out. To carve out.
Just 48, she has increasingly sought to carve out a prominent position on the hard right of British politics and turn her sights on the US.
Good.
In particular, its right-wing think tanks and lucrative speaking circuit.
Perfect. Very good. Nice
Thanks.
reading, Sarah. Well done.
Thanks, Terry. Yeah, but I
Very
have
good.
few questions because there are few expressions really that I would like
It's
to.
hard, isn't it? The Guardian's language isn't always straightforward, and lots of expressions in there.
Yeah.
So yes, fire away.
So, for example, what does to turn out mean?
Yeah, so we've got
Yeah, we have
yeah,
it turned out last.
it turned out that although we didn't know at the time, it turned out that Liz Truss was going to be the last Prime Minister to serve under Elizabeth II. We didn't know, and it turned out that that's what happened. So this expression has got, it's to do with the kind of the completion of a story. So something you don't know, and then what happens in the end. So for example, oh, I thought it was going to rain today, but it's turned out nice. Or something like, oh, I expected this cake to be awful because I didn't have enough butter, but actually it's turned out really well.
Yeah, you didn't think it could be okay, or it could
yes,
be.
That's right.
The end of the story.
That's right. You didn't know the end of the story, but it's turned out that this is the case. So we didn't know that Truss was going to be Britain's last Prime Minister under Elizabeth II, but it turned out that she was.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. So
okay, I understand. Yeah.
Good. Okay, great.
And another expression that so pace yourself. What does
pace
it
yourself.
mean? Yeah.
It's such a good one. Well, the Queen at 96 was very good at pacing herself. She always had such a lot to do, but she never got exhausted and was always able to fulfill her duties because she paced herself. This is kind of when you've got a big job on, say, for example, revising for exams, you pace yourself so that you don't do it all in one go, and you leave time for rest, you leave time to recuperate, so you do...
you balance. You try to balance.
Exactly, that's a really good way to put it, yeah. You balance your work and play so that you can finish the job well and you don't get burnt out.
Yeah,
exactly. Pace yourself, she said.
Okay, it's a good advice, for everybody.
Yeah, very good advice, yes. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I had failed to heed.
Oh yeah, failed to heed.
Failed to heed.
It's not quite an expression, but it's definitely So to heed means to listen. Basically, it means to listen, but there's also kind of an element of taking something on. So if you heed someone's advice, you take their advice, you listen to what they've said, and you take advice, you change because of what you've heard. So you heed what someone says. So if she had listened to the Queen, she would have paced herself, but she didn't. She failed to listen to the Queen and take her advice.
So
she failed to heed
to her advice.
Exactly.
She didn't listen to her advice.
She didn't listen to her suggestion. It says, a suggestion Truss admits she failed to heed after the Queen died. A suggestion she admits she didn't listen to after the Queen died. Yes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. So she didn't heed the Queen's advice. She didn't listen to her advice.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Didn't take it on.
Make sense the sentence.
Yes. Yeah.
I would like to ask you, salt.
Oh yeah. So this is very difficult pronunciation. It sounds exactly the same. If it's absolutely the same as the word to sort out, for example. I'm going to sort out my drawers this weekend. It's the same sound, sort. Sort. And sort, well done. Very good. And it's the past of to seek. So sort, seek, past, sort.
So to look for. So it's the
Yeah, to
past.
look for.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah. So it's also alongside an expression that you might have not have heard before, to carve out.
Yeah, to carve out. Yeah, exactly. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So just 48, she has increasingly sought to carve out a prominent position. So it's almost like it's got the implication of kind of like a sculptor. You know, when you're trying to make a shape, you're trying to make something.
So to create,
to
create something.
Exactly.
Okay.
But there's almost an element of it being there's resistance there. She has to carve it out, like with almost like a sharp knife.
Yeah.
So
it's not an easy job, but
it's not an easy thing to do. She's sought to carve out a prominent position in the hard right of British politics. So she's really having to push there.
Yeah.
She's trying to do that.
Okay. So he created this position, but he had to fight to create it. She created.
She's trying to create a position for herself. Yes.
Yeah. In the not easy.
Not an easy environment. That's it.
And the last one, sorry, Terry. Think tanks.
Think tank. I'm not surprised have you not heard of that one before?
No, it's the first time.
Yeah. So it's kind of an intellectual group of people who get together, usually for political purposes, to develop policy.
Okay.
So they might want to then influence political parties, or there might be think tanks within political parties. So it's a group of people who discuss their views. They come together and try to influence society in some way. They're quite powerful sometimes.
Yeah, I understand. So intellectual advisor, and maybe they can push when they want.
Push for power. Yeah. Trying to influence political thinking.
Yeah.
And she's, it says she's turned her sights on America. In particular, America's right-wing think tanks. So that's where she's really focused on now. She's focused on.
Okay.
Yeah. This expression, to turn your sights. It's actually from a military. It has a military background. So you know the sights on a gun.
Yeah. I understand.
You know, the cross wires on a gun. Yeah. So that's what she's. She's very, very interested and focused now on two particular aspects of her visit to America. Can you tell me what the second one is?
I might imagine the lucrative speaking circuit.
Absolutely. Yeah. Could you say something about that?
Something about the money and business and
exactly
speculation or something other.
That's right. She's going to give speeches all over America, making lots of money.
Yes.
It's lucrative. Yeah. So she's got two reasons for going to America. One is to get involved in the think tanks, and the other is to make lots of money giving speeches.
Nice. Good for her. But then we'll see what happens.
Yeah. That's right.
We don't know.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see what she's doing.
Let's see how it goes. Let's see if her aura of spectacular failure follows her across the pond.
Yeah. So they will know her. Everybody.
Everybody will know her soon. Yeah. I'm really impressed, Sara. You read that really well. And good that you spotted all those opportunities to learn a little bit about how
I learn new expressions.
How the expressions can work. Yeah. Great.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, let's do that again. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think it's very useful for me, and I can learn new expressions, like you said. And
a little bit about British politics.
Yeah, and it's interesting to read and have a new information about the British situation.
Great.
Okay,
Dire
let's
it
do
is.
it again. Yeah, definitely.
All right then. Okay, well, have a great week, Sara, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, Terry, you too. Have a
Okay,
nice
you too.
day.
Bye, bye,
Bye, Terry.
bye, bye.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.